Hello, collective. So, my swelling, if you've seen my first insight about being blessed and not having luck, you will know where I'm saying what I'm saying right now. Okay. So, listening back to this message, because I had to take that part out because YouTube didn't want to upload that. I did a separate message for a little story time when I was at the dentist. And now we're going to go and dive into your messages, okay? Obviously, you know what it is. If it resonates in your life, you take it. Um, I'm going to try to keep it short. First and foremost, there is a Cancer female or somebody that's quite emotional. It could also be a mother figure. But Cancer, so this is like a message I saw in the spirit here, and it seems like it's supposed to be like a reunion or a club situation right now. One of the feminines is, which I feel like is this Cancer one, is going to be a bit standoffish, okay, low key obnoxious. um they could have blamed you in the past for like their behavior or something. Like, it's the type of person that's quite like, you're the reason why I'm over emotional, and if I wasn't, here with you, I wouldn't be. A lot of victim blaming. Okay, so basically, long story short, there's a Cancer that was doing a lot of victim blaming in the past. I don't know if you guys reunited or is back together as friends. It's either a reunion or you guys are out clubbing or both. And even in this weird ass apology, they're gonna be upfront and say, collective, the reason why I was acting this way wasn't you. I was depressed. Okay, I wasn't doing well. Now, will you accept this apology? I don't know. Okay, that is the first message that I saw. Okay, I don't know why this matters, but they could have also sponsored a lot when you guys were going out or in school. Like, they could come from a wealthy family, like, or this person could have like money more than you. But I don't see you coming off like that. Okay, it's not giving that. Um, but this emotional woman, does have an ego um to them. Okay, now in this case, they're gonna explain in weird terms that they were actually, I was depressed. I have anxiety. It is genuine. It's just the way that they're coming across with their deliverance of the message is like, I don't know. But I don't see you judging them regardless. So that is somebody's reasoning and a half-ass apology, but you will be, I don't think you were taking it to heart anyways. Because that could also be like a part of their personality as well. But yeah, that's the first message. Somebody that's, there's always one person in the group that like to victim blame, that like to be the center of attention, and all of a sudden when, they like to deflect and project their emotions onto other people, usually the person that has nothing to do with the situation. And I feel like that's the case here. Okay. So the next message is a little bit more uppity. Okay. Somebody's soulmate, um, specifically somebody's husband, okay, is from another country, or they do business overseas, abroad. Um, I'm not sure if they're a businessman, but they do something abroad. Or you're gonna go abroad overseas and you're gonna meet your person, or they're gonna do this and you're gonna meet your person. I'm tuning into somebody that's like, hell no, that is not it. Listen, if it's not like a traveling situation, it could just be like, my ancestors are German, my ancestors are Swedish, my ancestors are from Peru. My ancestors are from Nigeria. My ancestors are from China. My ancestors are from India. My ancestors are from Romania. I don't know, guys. Pick it. There's who somebody told me is very big on like culture and their heritage, like very proud. So I mean, I see nothing wrong of it. Listen, if you don't want like somebody that is a foreigner, a businessman, abroad, or travel, it's not for you. That's just for somebody. Okay, I don't know. Sorry. Um, this is a soulmate that's like kind of low key been sent from your spirit team. So I'm getting the energy of like, I don't know if you prayed for a husband or trying to manifest a husband. This husband could come from overseas. Now, like they could be American too, a Canadian, and from Switzerland, right? Just an example. Um, UK, etc., etc. But the thing is, it's kind of like if you don't have nobody, they could travel from these places, and that's your person. I don't know how it's gonna mesh, but that was a part of the messages. If you don't like it, please do not take it because I just felt somebody like, what the heck is she on about? That doesn't make no sense. Okay. Um, this is something that is gonna be based on faith. Like this is not like where you have to look. Like you guys will meet through destiny. Okay. That's all I got. Okay. Let's move on. And let me throw in wife also. Like your wife could be from overseas, but the thing is, I got husband. I was supposed to do like a whole breakdown with the cards. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure yet. Okay, but after those messages, I just want to rehash what I said in one of the audience sites because I don't think I will have the time to do this card based. But long story short, it is time for you to be unapologetically you. Okay? Anyone that doesn't mess with you, like what you do, how you come off, how you look, leave them. And I feel like a lot of people, at least those that watches me over the course of the years, you're just like, yeah, a little bit selfish. And I know that's right. Okay? It was some of you guys needed that little push, that encouragement. Like it's okay. Okay? Tying into this message, it could be a combination or separate. All you have to do is you, collective, and that is enough. Okay? Um, there we go. Pretty self-explained. What else? Every time they see you, you become more beautiful. So I don't know who they are. They could be your friends that you haven't seen for 10 plus years. It could be your family that you have moved away from. It could be a coworker that, you haven't seen in a minute and then they see you on FaceTime. They're like, oh my God, you still look the same, or something of this nature. The groceries clerk woman or man, the retail woman or man, like people gonna be like, oh, there's some sort of glow to you, and it's giving what it's supposed to give. Um, I call that being blessed, and highly favored. So every time they see you, you become more beautiful. Okay. Um, what else? Which also ties into when you give out good, you receive back good. So I feel like it's the season of that. Some of you guys even get like, you know what it is from the outside looking in. People will probably feel like it's pretty privilege, and that goes for men and women. But I do feel like it has to do with your aura, your essence, and that's where the change is at. When you work on that, oh my God, it's like it's time. You know, this might sound silly, but you might get a little something something because of this glow. Like, I don't know, extra treatment, king or queen treatment, princess treatment. I don't know, like gifts and discounts, just like little stuff. Like, you go to the grocery store and they were like, "Oh, don't choose that mango. We just brought in something, new. We just, not just for you, but I feel like it's gonna be like very much like, God is gonna just shine His light upon you, and you're gonna be like, here's the new mango, or here's some samples from that store, or here's a discount for that shirt you had. Like, not that you need it, because God just wanted to let it razzle dazzle, on your frequency. So there's that. Okay. Let's see. I think that's everything. I don't know who this is for, but if you want to get into exercise, do so. Like, I just started my background routine 2025, and I've only slipped up 2 times. I know this is so random. That's why I don't want to like to talk about myself, because I know it becomes so weird in the algorithm, and YouTube even picks it up and be like, we got to do a separate one for my storytelling and for the messages for the collective. So let's continue. Um, so we got Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael. So whenever those archangels come through, I feel like something serious about to take place. It could be like a shift, something that you are going through spiritually most of the times, um, a lot of times, and they're on it. Okay, maybe you recognize working with Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael. So this is your confirmation. Okay, they're handling business. All of them, or one or the other. Okay. So next message here is succubus. Okay, so I looked that up online. Succubus is basically a sex demon, a male sex demon that likes to prey on females that sleep. Okay, not even prey and have sex with them in their sleep. And then, weirdly enough, on Google, it even says um, invokes anxiety and depression. So I don't know if somebody's attacked right now by this succubus. It could be sexually, or could have started off that way and then like activated some sort of anxiety or depression. Okay. Um, call up, just because I'm, first of all, I'm very, step by step. Pray, cleanse your energy, fast if you must, take a salt bath, all of the above. When you're dealing with succubus, incubus situations, it's not easy energy to get rid of. Okay, so do that. Now, I did mention the archangels, so maybe they're helping you with this, or you need to call upon them to help you with this. Okay, so there is that. Yeah, we're gonna just keep it short. There's also one of the readers. You know what? We're gonna keep it short. So we're gonna keep it short. It's hard, being spiritual. And you get attacked, and you just think it's not that big of a deal, but then you get confirmation, and it kind of sucks. But like, you will overcome, and I feel like it's just part of the process. But I do believe a lot of things are just not inevitable. So, but being the chosen one is, like I said, the ups and downs. Okay, they want to attack you if you don't have something to you. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Um, so next one is the wild after party. So I actually took a nap. I woke up. I felt like I was going through a parallel universe, like for real. Like, I'm still like, what the heck? Um, Actually, no, it's some more. There's more messages. Hold up. I just found my other phone. There is somebody. I don't know if it's your neighbor or somebody that you know. I don't think it's you guys, but somebody is having intercourse in front of their kids, or I would say this: whenever the kids are at home, it's almost like, but they're not doing it intentionally. Listen, I'm not a mother. I don't have children. But there is a parent, and I'm not like, it's so weird to even talk about things that it's not even up my lane here. But somebody needs to kind of chill about like when it comes to the intimacy, um, with their partner, whether you guys are married or not. There's somebody that's doing that, and I feel like it's affecting the child, like whether they're hearing it or they're seeing that person, or like there's some sort of things that needs to be, you know, because I know. I also got the name Antonio. So I don't know if Antonio is the child or Antonio is the person that is doing what they're doing in the bedroom. Um, yeah, I just got the name Antonio after that specific message. I don't have my cards, and it's gonna sound weird, obviously, hearing it like this, but that's what I got. Okay. There's somebody out here doing things that could possibly impact the child. Okay. Now, the next message is got fired. Okay, I don't know who got fired, but somebody's about to get fired. And then after that, I was tuning into 5 million Swedish currency. I don't know if they owe that or they took it, or somebody's, again, I don't know if somebody's owed 5 million or they took it or something, I don't know. Okay, so again, I don't know. I really don't. I don't want to. You can look up 5 million Swedish krona and what that estimates in your, where you're from. Okay, I'm gonna say this: it's a lot of money here. Um, so there is that. Next message is a little bit of a dream channeling, more or less. Okay. Um, so there is a female, a redhead. I don't know if it's extensions, a wig, or whatever. They, I don't know. Okay, but there was a redhead basically, and I was like talking to her in the dream, and or maybe you are, because it was kind of weird because I felt like I knew her. Like when I tell you I saw like her ethnicity and everything, so I thought it was somebody that I knew. But then again, in this reality, I don't think she would ever color her hair red and then that and have such voluminous hair still, right? So it feels a bit weird. Or, but also I haven't seen this person since I was like in high school. It could be symbolic, but um basically you're talk I would say this though, it's collective that's gonna just get a job. Somebody's gonna get a job, congratulations, and the money is gonna be 10-10. It's gonna be very central, good pay. Like I feel like wherever you're at, all of a sudden, money is gonna just come to you, and it's because of this new job. I don't feel like you have to even like apply. Just because of your energy, you're gonna get that. And after that, all of a sudden, you're gonna find you meet not even meet up. I feel like you meet this on and about after work or after the interview with this childhood friend, this redhead, right? And Yeah, she just started to like trauma dump on on yourself because you're here like, hey, what's up? And I just got a job and it's close to because apparently you guys work in the same area. And she's here like, well, I haven't been to work for a couple of months. I actually been calling in sick. And she's kind of like, why though? Like you're doing good, and this is the type of person that has family, the white picket fence, like stable husband. Well, in the eyes of you, her life, she made it. Okay, she has a child, or two, and the money is like she's good, right? Money wise, kid wise, husband wise, but for some reason she just like doesn't feel attached to it anymore. Okay, she will be telling you something of this nature where it's like, yeah, I've been calling in sick, and then she's like, I think I'm just gonna go about and kind of do me. It kind of looks like a like crisis, like in their 30s, but it could also be postpartum. I don't know. I know a lot of things goes through a lot of changes, and I know it's a pretty norm to blame the men for being very like when they hit 40s, 50s, or whatever, they do, you know, midlife crisis things. But in this case, is this feminine and feminines that you actually grew up with all together that's a part of this. Okay, so a lot of other moms, okay, that kind of feels like their what life they have is not really where they want to be. So long story short, she's you be like, okay, talking with her, and she's asking you to come along to just like chill with the other high school friends and whatnot, and you'd be like, okay, cool. All of a sudden they're here confessing that they like to do like explicit things. They're opening up about liking the same sex gender. That's not really like the huge thing there, but it's kind of like they're in a specific. It feels very swinger activity, but it's not. Okay, but from the looks of you, it might feel like it is, and you probably said something about how like you'll never judge. You had your like one of your moments in college or whatever. So like, it's not that. It's the fact that all of a sudden you guys are at a hotel or something or like somebody's house and a bunch of younger guys comes through and they look very rough around the edges. So like it looks like a concert for some reason. Like you would never, it's almost like the friends that you grew up with that having their perfect white picket fence lifestyle. They're living a double life. And here they are like, you know, just acting crazy, you know, with these people and like the behaviors and the food. And something about Stephanie. So, like, one of the guys were supposed to come for Stephanie or date Stephanie. Stephanie is a blonde. Um, he seems to like you, and he's like, oh yeah, like don't tell Stephanie not to be upset. Um, and this is like I know in that SMU one of the hottest guys. He seems to be like level headed, and you seem to be level headed as well. Somebody that's been unemployed for a long time. Okay, always have to hustle and struggle, and now you're gonna get your life together, and these people are just in your eyes throwing it all away. Okay, so you kind of just like okay, but you're gonna be like fuck it, not saying anything. But there is one male there, one of the guys that has a really huge interest in you. And I feel like you guys will hang out, but you will also leave the environment that they're in to kind of just go home. I don't know what would take place after, but I do know that it would not be a part of that craziness that's going on in somebody's home or slash hotel. Okay. And the interesting part is like it looks like they're crashing out in their midlife crisis with these people and how things. I don't know. There were like food everywhere, like junk food everywhere, and like pizzas, and you kind of like almost like you like well seasoned into you guys adulthood, and all of the females there that are like crashing out because of whatever. We don't know why, but apparently they don't like the life that they are living. Okay, and one of them is calling it sick. I I feel like whatever life they have doesn't measure up to what they want, like in terms of their freedom. Because they're kind of looking at you that has been unemployed or had to hustle or really struggle in life to have more freedom. This also reminds me of like how rich people, when they have too much money and when they're established, they want to like go and be with the poor or in the slums or like I'm also like tough and I also been struggling, but it's not the same. Not to say that your friends are married still, even with all of the shenanigans, all of them are married and well established career wise, money wise, and if they don't have anything, their family does or their husband do. Okay, and I feel like I don't know, because you'll be looking at these people like what. Oh my god, this is crazy, but you won't judge it either because it just kind of is. I feel like it's a shock. It's a shock to you seeing your these people that has well established life to be crashing out and to be acting out like this with people they don't know, having sex wherever. Well, at least they're like unified. So I'm gonna tell you this: if it's just with the females, they're all like in it together. But with this random young guys, it's still like it's a different story. They seem to be like I don't know. It feels very. Hopefully, you get what I'm trying to say here. But a lot of the biker dudes or the rough around the edges males that will come around, I feel like they're taking advantage of your friends that are well established and or is crashing out because of life being the way it is in their luxury. But the thing is, either your friends is not aware of it or they don't care. But you don't ask questions. You just kind of like, yo, I just need to go. And the funny thing is that when because I was napping, I was hearing gospel music. Now, in my awake time, I put on this little gospel music time because I wanted to give thanks to God um, after my whole little dentist story time. Okay. If you want to check it out, it's right there. Okay. I say this to say that music was playing. So I don't know if you're a Christian watching this, or you just like gospel music, or God is trying to pull you away from that lifestyle. Or maybe you're part of it, and God is like, you don't need to be here, or you're there to give a message to these people. But I don't see you doing so. But I do see that the gospel music is stressing you out because it could come from your phone again. Maybe I don't, maybe you're part of this and I'm just sharing the message of like they're trying to pull you back into this lifestyle. Don't do it, because I will say this though, I'm not going to sit here like these so-called childhood past friends don't want you to partake. Okay, and you didn't partake in the way they want you to partake with the drinking and the smoking and the sexing and the smashing things, but you did have a little food on the side. You did talk to people, but you stayed close to one person though. Maybe they was trying something with you, but they showed you courtesy and respect. Courtesy. What kind? They showed you respect, okay? Because you demanded respect. I don't know if it's because of the Holy Spirit with the music. Um, Listen, if you were in this, God's gonna take you out and whoever is with you is going to join you, especially if they want to be with you. So that could just be a message for you in that way, or you just seeing this because again, how I see it, gospel music or not, I do feel like you will leave that place because again, you just got a job and it's good money. I don't know if this is like they want you to be in here, but I don't see you staying. So there's that. Okay. Um, that's all the messages. Hopefully, it makes sense to somebody. And if not, thank you for stopping by. I almost forgot something about being a breadwinner. Okay. So these females could be the breadwinner of their family or earn more or something, or it's vice versa. I don't know. If they are the breadwinners, I feel like that's why I feel like they can just kind of do whatever. And if their partners are the breadwinner, they feel like, well, they're not getting enough attention, so therefore they're like, fuck it. But you all come from a, I don't know why though. I don't want to be like that, but this feels like it took place in Sweden, in Europe. And not to stereotype, but it's not unusual if the female is the breadwinner because there was opportunities and chances to um, do so here. Equal pay is very fair comparing to other places. And, you know, I don't know. So, yeah, that's everything. I almost forgot to mention that. It could also be the other way, where their partner could be breadwinners, and then it's like, it also gives them the opportunity to kind of do whatever, I feel like, as well. But I feel like it's something about how the women are breadwinners. Okay? Um, I think that's everything, guys. Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is relevant per se, but there could also be like somebody was trying to shoot some karma your way, but that's also being handled. Um, well, there's so much blessings coming through as well. I'm tuning into every karmic side eye, evil eye, whatever the case may be, is being handled. So it's kind of like you get blessed every time they're trying to attack you. Okay, that's for somebody specific. Um, somebody's name is Moa. Okay, that's a Swedish name. Moa. Um, Valerie, Jessica, Sally, Sabrina, Christine, Christina. I did say Stephanie and one of the. It could all be linked. I don't know. Collective. Whatever resonates, take it. Okay. Thank you for stopping by and watching my readings.